Okay guys, so here I am reviewing the Apollo City 2022 Pro. Top speed at 32 miles per hour. 3 modes. Economic gives you about 38. Comfort mode, which is the middle mode, gives you 30 to 28. And then the third mode, which is the fastest, gives you 22 miles about 22 miles in range, and can go up to 32. Comfort mode goes up to 22 miles per hour, and economic, the first mode, gives you about 15 miles per hour. I had this since late October. I purchased somewhere at the end of August of 2022, and it was a few delays, yes, but I finally received it and was very happy. The setup was very easy. There's nothing but like maybe one or just 2 or 3 installments, especially the main part right here, the handles. So you kind of gotta insert it and then lock it by screwing it tight. What else did I have to do? Also, these come separate, so you do have to screw them in. Nothing difficult, very easy. Okay, I personally added these right here, reflectors. Not that the light doesn't do the job, but I felt that at a certain time during the day when it gets a little bit dimmer outside, I might not think of putting the light, so, or I might forget that to put the light. So this helps me, you know, give other drivers that's coming from a distance an idea that there's a scooter or something coming towards their way if we're coming the opposite side, because you know, it can easily be overlooked because there's not a lot of lighting on the bike, on the scooter. I mean, you know, turning the signals are very easy. If you want to go, if you're turning left, you press here, and as you can see, the left side flashes. I don't know how visible that is to a vehicle that's really close to me, but it's there. I don't use it as much because I do have to kind of like look down sometimes, but at least you can sort of hear a beep notifying that it is still on. So I don't know, I'm kind of like, I don't know if you can hear it. So that turned off already. And then, you know, you want to go to the right. And that's that simple, nothing difficult. Okay, Here, another thing, like I said, like when I'm the scooter, it's kind of difficult for me to look down when I'm on the road. But you can definitely glance at it if you're not going fast. So you can see I'm on S. That's a middle mode, comfort mode. If I ever want to switch mode, I just have to hit the power just slightly or just tap it. That's in third. That's in first. Okay. It does record the miles there. And I'm not sure how accurate it is, but the distance that I usually take that to go to work on Google, it says about maybe 7.5 miles, but the scooter might say is like 9 miles once you get off. So I don't know, but I definitely, enjoy that it has these displays, because it does help, especially when your batteries are low. Always going to the app is not always the most convenient way, because you do have to log into your phone, and then you have to log into the app and then put your code or whatever now. So this is quite a few steps, and it does take a little while just to connect. Nothing so bizarre, where you're just like, you just give up. But it does take a few seconds just to log in. So I'm logging in right now. Just give me a few seconds. Should show you what the app says. So, whoa. So this is the app right here. As you can see, I'm in the comfort mode. And it gives me about 30 miles. I'm at 80% in battery. This is to lock. This is the menu. So for the most part, I don't know how accurate it is, but it does a decent job. And let me see. Okay. As you can see here, you got eco mode. You could set the speed of each mode, not necessarily, but you could definitely increase or decrease the mile per hour for the scooter. Okay, so not much to it. This is my first scooter. I've been looking at Apollo for over 2 years now, I believe. When I first started getting interested in finding some kind of form or transportation for myself, I started looking at electric scooters for the reason of cost, and for not taking a lot of space, and also portability. So, as I search and look, there's a lot of brands, but the issues that I had with the designs of a lot of them was that they look kind of industrial, like very, they look like beams from when you're constructing a building. Like it was like a lot of them look like they were made in a garage and welded together. That's how a lot of them look. And what I like with the Apollo scooter brands is that they try to add innovation and design. You could look at this scooter and you're like, oh, this is definitely a well-made scooter. It doesn't have wires all over the place. Everything's sealed, this is waterproof. There's a particular rating. I don't have it in mind at the moment, but it's supposed to be kind of good for when it's like moist or light rain. Nothing for you to be hold on, let this helicopter pass by. it's nothing to to get excited over with. Okay. So I usually ride it to go to work and also to explore the city a little bit. At the beginning, the springs on the back, uh, I was a little bit concerned because if they my feet when I got off the scooter felt like I was like something fell on my foot. I could feel almost every bones in my foot, and it felt swollen for some reason. What I'm guessing is because now that I've been riding it for over a few months, it actually does a good job of serving the impact. Now that I've been on it for a few. I think it's a little bit more loose now. Where at the beginning, since is a brand new spring, uh, they were kind of tight, but now they work pretty well. I really enjoy it more now than at the beginning, or maybe I got used to it. But I think they're a lot more loose and definitely a little bit more bouncy now, which is a plus. Let's see. The folding mechanism is good, is decent. I would say that I think over time it will start getting loose a little bit. But for the most part, I have not had any issues in terms of too much looseness. I did tighten it once, and I haven't had any issues since. One issue I have had is multiple times is this right here. So you have to make sure that this is tightened really well. And because at first there was the one time where this started feeling wobbly a little bit. At first I thought it was the folding here, the folding mechanism, but no, it happened to be this part that was kind of wobbly. So I had to tighten this a little bit. So it's definitely has been a good experience. I definitely enjoy riding it. Unfortunately, I did receive it during the fall and winter season, so I haven't not been really enjoying it up in the open without a coat and a helmet to keep me warm. But I definitely enjoy it. People are very surprised and amazed at the scooter. They really like the scooter a lot, which is one of the reasons that I like it too, because aesthetically it looks really nice. It looks something well made, professionally. And and the fact that they do give you a warranty and do have repairing services for that time it's been nothing but a positive. I did have issues with the battery at the beginning. They did replace it, the service and the response was very quick and fast, so I definitely appreciate that. And especially that they had one location in New York City. Definitely was another plus, because having to ship it and then going through that whole deal, I would have been very disappointed. Just to add, of course, I did say that it did take a few months for it to arrive, and with a few delays, but at the same time I can't complain too much because of the delays. They do give discounts when that happened. But initially, when I was looking at the brand, I was looking for the Phantom. That's when they were starting. I think that's when they were doing the pre-orders for the Phantom, which has more miles and a bigger battery and more distance. And definitely goes higher in miles per hour. But unfortunately, when I made that order, it was a lot of delays again, and I was gonna miss the summer, and I did not want to ride it in the winter, so I kind of canceled that. But I held on, and now that you keep reproducing different models every year or two, and improving upon that, this definitely was a plus. This definitely looks a more quality premium compared to the Phantom, but the Phantom in itself is actually a beast. And I think they're coming with a new version of the Phantom, which I wish I could have waited, but I needed something now. So guys, I mean, if you're looking for something to move around locally, or even if you're a tourist, you know, you could rent one of these and you can move around the city very comfortable. You know, if you feel comfortable on the road, it's not recommended to be riding on the sidewalk. You can endanger other pedestrians, but you know, don't. This is a new thing that's definitely on the ups. I think with the push for electricity, I think this is one of the first innovation that could definitely take advantage of that model. You know, and it's definitely still developing fundamentally, and I think companies like Apollo is definitely innovating and pushing what is thought of, you know, of a scooter. So guys, I'll leave you here. There's the Apollo City 2022 Pro.